Welcome to the Leicester City Video Magazine. After 4 seasons in the second division, there's a new wave of optimism at Filbert Street. New manager Brian Little has made a great start in the City hot seat, and the race is on for a place in the Super League. Coming up, we've got goals galore from City's successful launch to the new campaign. All the highlights home and away. Meet the new faces in Little's new lineup, and in between some cracking action, we've got the views and the thoughts of the men who matter.
We're all pleased with the way things have gone. I don't think we could have hoped for it to have gone as smoothly. The players have responded very well. The supporters have been fantastic up to now. They're really loving every minute of it. The ground's buzzing whenever we go down there. There always seems to be queues for tickets, so it's a good feeling at the moment. But it's early days and we still have a long way to go.
The big kick-off comes at the county ground, where Swindon Town are now under the guidance of player-manager Glenn Hoddle, the former Spurs and England star who makes his debut as sweeper. A tough encounter to start with, but City are in good shape.
Glenn Hoddle then with the free kick, the ball drifting, just past the top corner there. Simpson going all the way by himself, Simpson with a shot and a good save by Kevin Poole. Mills didn't get hold of that, a chance here for Summerby, and Summerby shoots wide of the target. Summerby again, has it drifting in, magnificent save from Kevin Poole. McLaren, Poole again. 1-2 and down goes Poole. White trying to get the shot in, this is Shearer, another magnificent save by Kevin Poole. What a good effort that was from Paul Reed.
New signing Kevin Poole makes a fine league debut in the City goal, and his clean sheet wins a point in the season's opening game.
Which performance has satisfied you most?
I think it was my debut at Swindon, really, where we drew 0-0. That's the most I've had to do, really. I had 2 or 3 sides to do. I was quite pleased the way it went.
Well, a notable improvement has been the defence, really a cast-iron defence, 5 clean sheets already this season. And you started with one at Swindon Town in a goalless draw. Now that must have given you great satisfaction.
Well, it did, because all our pre-season preparations had been built around sort of Walsh, James, Fitzpatrick, Smith had played 1 or 2 of the games, and yet the day before we played, the captain and one of the kingpins went down with a bug, and really all the preparations we'd done had gone out the window, because Walsh had featured in every game we'd played. And really it was a last-minute changes. Richard Smith came in and did a fantastic job for us, and we were very pleased to get through the game, because there was 1 or 2 difficult moments, but the lads stuck together, and really team spirit got us a point on that day.
4 days later, it's the Rumbelows Cup. And new boss Brian Little is able to celebrate his home debut as manager in style against the 4th Division Maidstone.
Esford needs to be big, and it is. Right down the throat of Tony James. Osborne couldn't win it in midfield. Gibson could. Drifting to the right-hand side of the field. Finding Mills. Now, Ashley Ward waiting for it. Kelly on the back post. There's David Kelly. There's Colin Gibson, former Aston Villa and Manchester United player. Came to the club from Old Trafford. And there's Maidstone United's latest signing. Hasn't really got in the game so far. Glenville Donegal, signed on Friday from the Deodora League side, Aylesbury United. Scored 27 goals for them last season. So half an hour into this game, it's still 0-0. This is Walsh. Looking for Fitzpatrick, that's a clever little knockdown. Kitson! Oh, what a splendid goal! Oh, they really enjoyed that here at Filbert Street. And all Maidstone's fine work undone by a quality strike from Paul Kitson, who scores Leicester City's first goal of the new season. What a great knockback by Fitzpatrick. Kitson saw it, had the goal in his sights and beat Hesford. So Maidstone United playing their first ever game at Filbert Street, one down at half-time, get that second half underway. Only goal of the match scored by Paul Kitson. Well, Maidstone United could do with an early equaliser in the second half. Davis gets that one away. Thompson waited an age for it to come down. Here's Paul Reed. Mills. Ashley Ward just holding the ball up well. Really his stock in trade. And here's Gibson. Gibson again, probing from midfield. Fell over the tackle of Lawrence Osborne. Was looking to the referee to give a free kick there. Didn't quite come his way. No doubt about that tackle between Les Thompson and Ashley Ward. Blatant flouting of the rules and a free kick to Leicester City. So Leicester with this free kick, the start of the second half. Kitson goes around the outside. And it's in, and that one's given. And Kelly has scored the second goal for Leicester City. The Maidstone United defence look over to the linesman because they felt that Kelly was offside as he hooked that one in. But the referee allows the goal. Now Fitzpatrick, Kelly, they looked suspiciously offside. Kelly didn't wait and scores the second goal of the game for Leicester City. Leicester City historically haven't gone too well in this competition. 4 times in the past 6 seasons they've gone out of the League Cup at the first hurdle. And they have a 2-0 advantage here against Maidstone in this first leg of the first round. Platt now held the ball up well, got away from Painter and releases Tommy Wright down the left-hand side. Kelly, Kitson perhaps. Kitson has it now. Gary Mills looking for Oldfield, only as far as Oldfield, who tries that shot. Oldfield involved in the thick of the action there for Leicester City. These are very important last 12 minutes for Maidstone United, because 2-0 is quite a respectable score to take back to Watling Street in 7 days' time. The third goal would really signal the end of this tie. And here come Leicester again. Kitson inside the box. Mills took a deflection, and it's number 3 for Leicester. Poor Paul Rumble, because he was the man who got in the way of that Gary Mills drive, completely wrong-footing Ian Hesford. Tommy Wright cut in to have the initial cross-come shot. Kitson helped it back to Mills, and in fact it was Les Thompson who got in the way.
A comfortable first leg lead and a result to add confidence to Leicester's hopes for a successful season.
Well, Paul, to you, the honour of the first goal of the season in the 31st minute of the home tie with Maidstone United. Can you tell us about that one?
Yeah, it was a free kick deep in our half. Steve Walsh, I think it was. He just knocked it in, high ball. There's a few knockdowns. And I just anticipated the knockdown coming. I hit it on the volley, 25 yards. And next thing I knew, I was in the net. Didn't have much time because it was fluent, which was nice to see.
It was a nice 3-0 victory as well to get you underway after the goalless draw at Swindon.
Yeah, I mean, we done well at Swindon. We defended well, and we done really well. And to come out 3-0, first home game, it's really nice. It's really good.
Well, David, you live on goals, of course. Only one so far this season, that in the 3-0 victory over Maidstone in the Rumbelows League Cup.
Yeah, disappointing so far for me with goals output, but as I said before, for us to be third in the league is very pleasing. And if David Kelly doesn't score very often this season and Leicester get promotion, I don't think anybody would be too worried.
And then an opening home victory, which is always pleasing, against Maidstone in the Rumbelows League Cup.
Yes, again, I think everyone expected us to win. We hadn't scored a goal, obviously, at home. People were expecting us to do well. They come with nothing to lose. And I was pleased that we won by 3 goals. A couple of terrific goals on the night, and another solid defensive performance. So all round, once again, it was very pleasing.
With Paul Reed picking up an injury against Maidstone, David Oldfield makes his first start of the new campaign against Plymouth.
Misjudged that one. This is Morrison. Not a bad ball through either. Tackle coming in there. Picked up here by Kitson. What a good ball that is. Tommy Wright on the charge on the right hand side. Can he get the cross in? Oh, he's rather overhit that one. And David Oldfield was making a good position at the far post. But Tommy Wright got it all wrong. This will not once of Arsenal. Just a competent custodian. And that one played forward by Morrison again. Mills doing the defending, blocking Andy Clement, but Clement gets the cross in and a chance there. Down goes Kevin Poole, and really that ball shouldn't have come through. But Dwight Marshall almost on target there. This is Kitson. The overlap. Corner given. Well, Dennis Salmon, the former Millwall fullback, not happy with that. He's having words with the linesman on the far side, the number 2 there. But a corner it is to Leicester City. A chance maybe to set up the opening goal of this game. Uneasily blocked. Throw to City. Platinum. Tony James, the long throw expert, deep into the heart of the Plymouth box there. That wins a corner. So good strategy that from Tony James. And another chance here for Leicester City. My word, the Plymouth players getting themselves in a knot, and the shot coming in from Steve Walsh. Didn't quite get enough power behind it. Wilmot. The head there of Dwight Marshall. Kevin Poole has everything under control. Someone from Middlesbrough. Getting in there. Oh, and the shot coming in, and Wilmot was beaten by the bounce. A terrific effort this. Left foot. And the bounce beat Wilmot and the post. Gary Mills Mills with a free kick. Scored against Maidstone, did Mills. But offside against Paul Fitzpatrick. So still Leicester City 0, Plymouth Argyle 0. But Leicester having the better of the chances so far. Oh, and a great first-time ball from Kitson, sending David Kelly away. Can the Irishman score? No, he can't. Good save by Rhys Milnott. Tight angle this for Kelly. Kelly wide of the target, and really the angle favours the goalkeeper. Big clearance from Ryan Cross. Down goes Robbie Turner. And a free kick given to Plymouth Argyle. Taken by one-time Leicester City fullback Tony Spearing. Spearing's now taken over from Kenny Brown in that position. Oh, and that's a late challenge by Andy Morrison. And a free kick to Leicester City. Gibson concerned. We'll see that again. And it really was a bad challenge on Tommy Wright. Tony James. Fitzpatrick wants it. To James. Everybody up front tightly marked. Kevin Poole now waving everybody up. He's going to plant the big kick down the middle. Oh, and that's gone over the top of the defence. A chance here. Oh, Wilmer's missed it. This must be a goal, surely. A shot coming in. And Colin Gibson makes no mistake. The former Manchester United midfielder shoots Leicester City into the lead here. 15 minutes on the clock. It's Leicester City 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. But what a horrendous mistake this by Rhys Milnott. Took his eye off the ball, looking at Gibson, and he's paid the penalty there. Gibson picking his spot. By David Oldfield. A good header by Kitson. Mills with a throw. Made, what, 15-20 yards there. And, just the ideal position for Tony James to send this long throw in towards that 6-yard box. Effortless, absolutely effortless. The header across, and Kitson tried to get a oh, Kitson scored! I thought it had been blocked, but Paul Kitson makes it 2-0, 66 minutes gone. His second goal of the season, and it all stemmed from that long throw from Tony James. Beautiful ball headed across there. Kitson got it in at the second attempt. Trying to find Robbie Turner. And handball, free kick given to Plymouth Argyle. Leicester comfortably leading 2-0 here against the Pilgrims. Ball in. By Steve Walsh. And that's a free kick to Leicester City. Halfway line. Mickey Marker getting it back for Plymouth, but Steve Walsh slicing his clearance. Still was in play though, it came off Kitson in the end for a Plymouth throw. Put forward by Morrison again. But Leicester's defence looking very sound this afternoon. Salmon with the throw. There. A bit of obstruction too. Free kick given to Plymouth Argyle. Chance maybe to reduce the arrears. Oh, not a bad effort.
City good value for their first league win of the season, and new keeper Kevin Poole still hasn't conceded a goal.
Well, Colin, you look a different side to last season. What has made the difference?
I just think the lads are working hard for each other. We've got a little bit more organisation now, and things seem to be going well.
From your own point of view, do you feel that you're playing better this season?
Well, I'm playing in a different position, so it's always difficult to look at the both positions. You have to look at them separately. I feel that I'm contributing to the team as well this year, and I thought I did okay last year, but it was a completely different circumstance last year where we were fighting for alliance. This year we're playing with a bit of confidence, and it makes all the difference.
What is your role now?
Well, just trying to stop them scoring through the midfield and to get a few ourselves.
Which role do you prefer?
Well, I mean, obviously it's nice to score goals, but if the team are playing well, and which we have been doing, that's the most satisfying. And when we play well and we get a good result.
Well, you still have found room and space to score goals. The first against Plymouth.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit. I thought the keeper should have cleared it really, because I think he was coming out to play me rather than the ball. I sort of dodged out the way and he missed both. So and luckily we managed to get it in the back of the net from there on.
Another clean sheet and a 2-0 victory over Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah, problem game. First league game, we'd scored 3 at home in midweek, hadn't conceded a goal again, and it was always within 1 week there was so much of a buzz around the place, it was untrue. So to win that really was a nice feeling. Your first league home win, whether it be away from home or at home, is always vital, and the Plymouth one was a good performance.
An impressive start by Poole, who continues the good work in the Rumbelows Cup with another lockout against Maidstone.
Cross coming in, driven in there, and away by Walsh. Good goalkeeping there by Kevin Poole. That looked like suspiciously like a foul throw, but he's got away with it. And Nicky Plattner battening away. Makes ground. And Leicester here with a chance to increase their lead. The shot coming in there from David Oldfield. Long ball. James coming in on it, gets the header. Oh, and that crept just past the post. Corner then to Maidstone. Still trailing by 3-0 on aggregate. No score here on the night. But Leicester City coming forward again through Tommy Wright. Oh, what a superb goal that is from Paul Kitson. It's 4-0 to Leicester on aggregate, but let's watch this again. Wright does the spade work. Kitson controls it, picks his spot. 3 goals in 3 successive games for the young Kitson. So Leicester City well on their way now to the next round of the Rumbelows League Cup. Oldfield. This is David Kelly. Neat little ball in. Oh, and a fine save from Ian Hesford. Brilliant save that. Chase is on. Kelly.
Kitson's strike is third in 3 matches, and every bit as special as the one he scored in the first leg. Leicester eased through 4-0 on aggregate.
And the third one was at Maidstone in the second leg. And the ball just come to us, took one touch in it, and just ones where it either goes to the corner flag or it flies in. Thankfully it went in.
It might sound funny, but it's always difficult, isn't it, when you go away for a second leg game, you're 3-0 up. How do you play it, defensively, or do you attack them?
Well, we went to Maidstone knowing that for whatever reason they would give it everything they'd got again. And for 45 minutes it really was one of the most difficult sessions we could ever go through, because they really tried to force the game. They rushed every set piece. Every time there was a throw in, someone ran on it and threw it straight away. When there was a free kick, someone ran on it and kicked it up there straight away. So the game was never allowed to settle, and I think physically that 45 minutes at Maidstone was the most demanding we've come across so far. Having said that, it was no surprise to me when after about 50 or 60 minutes the home side really lost their way and ran out of steam, but it was a good test for us.
These are passionate days at Roots Hall as Southend make a good job of learning the second division ropes. But Leicester taught them a few lessons yesterday after surviving some anxious moments in the second half. Indeed, it looked good for Southend when Steve Tilson's free kick was knocked in by Dave Martin. 1-1, 54 minutes gone. But Leicester started to take a grip on the game, and David Kelly squandered a good chance. 10 minutes from the end, Leicester carved out the equaliser. It came from good play between the substitute Kevin Russell and Tommy Wright, who shouldn't really have been able to get behind the Southend defence quite so easily. But a great finish, 1-1. 3 minutes later, David Kelly pounced on a rebound clearance, was allowed to turn and set up Steve Walsh. Southend undone, their first league defeat. Southend 1, Leicester 2.
Unbeaten in the month of August, Brian Little has made a cracking start in his new managerial post.
Now, I know a game that gave you great satisfaction was the 2-1 win at Southend United.
Yeah, as we've mentioned, that's I still think to date that's the best we've played. We seem to be in command of the game for most of it. Unfortunately, we conceded a goal, which was something that everyone was beginning to think wasn't going to happen. Despite conceding the goal, we still maintained our play. We passed the ball around well, but weren't getting quite the breaks in front of the goal. And then, like every manager sort of dreams of a change of system which hadn't been practiced, and we scored 2 goals very quickly. So, the lads responded to everything we asked, from things that we hadn't practiced, to win a game of football. And as I say, we were very close to going home feeling very dejected, but we went home feeling elated.
The reward for the home match against Grimsby is a positive response by the fans. A crowd of more than 16,000 packed Filbert Street, and they aren't disappointed.
James turning it back to Kevin Poole. Kevin Poole, who's made a big impression with the Leicester fans. Flicked forward there by Watson. Watson again, playing it into space, but Henry Jones couldn't make it. Tony James. Gibson. What a fine ball that is from Gibson. Picked up by Tommy Wright. Wright trying to work the space to get the cross in, does so. Bends it just past the far post and nodded away by Kevin Joblin, the former Watford fullback, for a corner to Leicester City. Up comes Paul Fitzpatrick to the near post. Gibson with a kick. Steve Walsh made a run, but the ball didn't come. Chance there, the header just turned over by David Kelly. David Kelly, the Republic of Ireland international. good opportunity there. Didn't hit the target. Sherwood. Played wide by David Oldfield. This is Gary Mills. Oh, some slick play, but overhit there by David Kelly. Tried to play the early ball. An offside decision given against Leicester City. Still Leicester City 0, Grimsby Town 0. Grimsby, who have had a good start in the second division. Given away there by Paul Futcher. Kelly going for the 1-2, but Kitson playing it the other way. Gibson just scooped back to Sherwood. Steve Sherwood, who had an up and down career with Watford. On his day, he can be absolutely brilliant. Platinum not getting that one down the line as he wanted. Watson. Coming through by McDermott. Watson again. Going for the return ball, but this is McDermott. Patient build up this from Grimsby. And some dogged defence by Leicester City. Jones trying to go on his own and running out of play with that one. That's the scoreline after 14 minutes. Leicester City 0, Grimsby Town 0. And Leicester looking for the breakthrough. Kelly with a flick. Again, John McDermott there to cover for Grimsby. So a hard, competitive second division game, this. Jones. Oh, he's got the ball down on the ground, but couldn't get around the defenders. Needed too much time, but Grimsby still in possession. Watson. Watson going for the return again, it didn't come. Oh, and a chance there, Watson creeping in there. A misunderstanding there between Nicky Plattner and Gibson. And that could have been disastrous for Leicester. An easy one it seemed for Plattner to knock back to the goalkeeper, but he left it to Gibson, who in turn left it to Plattner. Really getting behind Leicester City now. Kitson. An exciting young player this fellow is. He's won the corner. Off Kevin Joblin. And Fitzpatrick coming up again to that near post. Right in front of Steve Sherwood. Irritation value that. David Kelly on the 6-yard box. And that one headed away by Lever. Paul Kitson now. Chips it back in. A header there. Oh! Struck the bar from James and it's in! The scorer, Paul Fitzpatrick. Well, that's his first goal of the season in the 29th minute of this game. It stemmed from this cross from Kitson. Good jump and header this by Tony James off the bar, and in comes Fitzpatrick to tap it in. Leicester City 1, Grimsby Town 0. Sherwood. Gate here, and the fans solidly behind Leicester City. Unbeaten in the last 5 games, the City looking to stretch that run to 6 matches this evening. Poole, one of the reasons why Leicester are having such a good time at the moment. It's a brave play by Plattner. So Grimsby trying to come back, and a lot of space in the middle there for Murray Jones. This one spread wide by John Cockrell. Woods now. And they're getting in each other's way. So eager are the Grimsby players to get in on the act there. And away come Leicester City. Kitson. Kitson screening the ball well. Support there from Oldfield. But it's Plattner who gets the cross in. Kelly just can't turn. Well, he was blocked there. Kelly tried to knock the ball and run round. Gilbert. Good stop that by Paul Fitzpatrick. Kept his eye on the ball. This is Kelly. The best of passes from David Kelly. Grimsby back in possession. Sherwood. Off the head there of Jones, and a chance. Chance there for Neil Woods. All stemmed from this long ball from Steve Sherwood. Murray Jones winning it in the air. And Neil Woods almost beating Poole to the ball. So still just a very slender lead for Leicester City. One goal they lead to 0. And Grimsby Town sensing that they can get back into this match. Need to be going the other way. This is Paul Fucher. Back to Sherwood. Just lost a bit of their momentum at the moment. Steve Sherwood. Cut out by Nicky Plattner. Plattner again. Can he get the cross in? Thinks twice about that one. He's there for the return ball though. Beautiful 1-2 played. Kelly at the near post, just couldn't get to it. Mark Lever getting his boot around the Leicester striker. James turning it into the path of Fitzpatrick. What a good ball that was. And Leicester back on the attack again. A header coming in, oh, a superb header from Colin Gibson. His second goal of the season. It's Leicester 2, Grimsby 0.
That's 5 wins in a row for City, and yet another clean sheet for Kevin Poole. In his first 6 matches, he's conceded just 1 goal. Consistent form that's earned a place in the top 3.
And then a home game with Grimsby Town, and some of the lads seem to think that this was one of their best performances of the season.
Well, I think that's based on the fact that Grimsby Town played very well on the day. We ourselves played well in other games, but this was a game where both sides played particularly good football. All the supporters who were there so far to me have commented on how good a game it was, and it was the sort of game that would bring people back to Filbert Street in the thousands. So all round good performance from 2 sides.
Paul, which performance has satisfied you most this season so far?
Well, personally, or
Yes,
as a team?
Personally.
Yeah, I would say either Plymouth or Grimsby. I think first few games I wasn't like really match fit, it takes a few games, but like them 2 games I was really full of confidence, like peak fitness I think in myself. and I think them 2 games was the best games so far.
Optimism and public interest is growing all the time. The gate for the clash with early promotion rivals Bristol City is up to nearly 18,000.
Ready. Trying to get the cross in, looking for the head of Allison, but not the best of passes. Off the head there of Scott. And good defensive work by David Oldfield. A nice ball inside to Leicester City, hitting back. Gibson. And using the space on the left-hand side. Oh, and May sat down on the job there. And well, it's a corner to Leicester City, but Andy May just sat down. In fact, a goal kick given. The ball just over the line, evidently, before the deflection there. So this is Keith Welsh, the Bristol City goalkeeper, formerly with Rochdale. Hoping to keep a clean sheet here against unbeaten Leicester City. Two sides here who could well feature in the scramble for a place in the top division next season. Gibson now. Gibson letting fly with that left foot. Oh, what a goal! Absolutely superb from Colin Gibson. His 3rd of the season. And that must be the best of them all. 16 minutes gone. It's Leicester City 1, Bristol City 0. But I doubt whether Keith Welsh has faced a better left-footed shot than this season. James with a throw. Once again causing a little bit of panic there, and Kelly on the turn trying to get the shot in. A little unlucky. Cool, sending it down into the danger zone again. Nicely kept in. And that's out of play. A throw to Leicester City. In fact, it's given to Bristol. Scott will take it. Played in by Aiswood. Oh, that's a fine effort. What a superb shot from Wayne Allison. Hardly any backlift at all. The former Watford striker really letting fly. Edwards. Good ball. Andy May on the far side. Trying to get that ball over the Leicester back line. It's not cleared. That's a corner off Nicky Plattner. Junior Bent. Oh, an equaliser! So calmly taken by Morgan. Nicky Morgan, the former West Ham United striker, just slots that one in at the near post. Some sloppy defending here by Leicester. And Morgan, look at the space he's given. It's Leicester 1, Bristol City 1. We're into the 37th minute now. Oh, it's there! Paul Fitzpatrick, 2 goals in a minute. And Leicester City back in the lead. Came from the corner. And Fitzpatrick just got the touch to Steve Walsh's header. Booted away by Rob Edwards. And it's a good ball too. A chance here for David Smith. Oh, fine shot! And Poole got his hands to it. So a fine run by Smith. Gary Mills can't catch him here.
Leicester had to work hard for that one, but the outcome confirming their promotion credentials, and 3 more points lift City into 2nd place in Division 2.
And then 2 in successive games against Grimsby Town and Bristol City.
Yeah, I think we played really well against Grimsby throughout the whole game, and I thought we played really well in the first half at Bristol, against Bristol, and it's nice to score goals. But as I say, we're quite happy if the team's winning.
Can you tell us about those 2 goals?
I think the first one was Paul Fitzpatrick hit a lovely ball out to Tommy, and Tommy fainted to go down the line and came back inside, and I just made a run into the box, and the ball happened to be there. Just got my head in the way, so and it went in. So it was nice to score. It was a well worked goal, and that was very pleasing.
And then another victory over Bristol City.
Yeah, and that was important because they to date for me were the best sides we've played. They were very strong, very organised, very disciplined, gave us a lot of problems, and in fairness the second half of the game we looked very tired, and I think that's credit to the way they passed the ball around and made us chase, but we hung on, and there were 1 or 2 instances in that game which stuck very much in my mind, and I can see the captain Steve Walsh going through 2 or 3 tackles on the halfway line when the chips were down and coming out with the ball, and with a minute or so to go, the way Gary Mills threw himself in front of a shot which was goal bound. Again, that's every bit as important as scoring goals, and the defenders that day for me earned all the credit, and I was pleased to win that one.
The team above Leicester are early season pace setters Middlesbrough, favourites for promotion and the biggest test so far. It's a real top of the table affair that's balanced on a knife edge for most of the game.
Shot coming in from Kernigan, but the whistle had already gone. And a quick free kick. This is Kitson. Can he open up this Middlesbrough defence? The chance here for Kelly. Kelly shoots, and down goes Stephen Pears. Kitson rolling it inside here. Kelly controlling the ball and hitting it on the turn. Tony James then with the throw. Oh, the big man, the shot coming in there. Superb save by Pears, but what a good shot from David Oldfield. Stephen Pears, the former Manchester United custodian, really pulling out all the stops here this afternoon. Good challenge. This is Slaven. Slaven, one of the Middlesbrough danger men. Playing it to Ripley. Ripley knocking the cross in. Good header there. This is Slaven. Oh, and Slaven scores. 72 minutes gone. It's Middlesbrough 1, Leicester City 0. Free kick then. Ripley. Wilkinson going up. Oh, Wilkinson got the touch. Just edged it past Kevin Poole. 79 minutes then. It's 2-0 to the Borough. Challenge there by Fitzpatrick. This is Stuart Ripley. What a game he's had since he came on. And there's Wilkinson at the far post. Is it in? Yes, it is. The goal's being given. Paul Wilkinson's second of the afternoon.
Another supercroft from Ripley serves at Wilkinson's second goal in the dying minutes, and Borough have opened up a 5-point lead at the top with an impressive 3-0 win.
Brian, welcome back to the North East. Not exactly a happy return, is it?
No, I'm trying hard to say it's nice to be back, but you know, results will, as ever, make or break days, and today it's a big disappointment to us. But it was a good game. For 70 odd minutes, we gave as good as we got, I felt. But at the end of the day, we were well beaten.
You put them under tremendous pressure in the first half, didn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
Pears had to make a couple of fantastic saves.
Yeah, I think first half we played the way that I like my teams to play. We defended very hard, everybody works hard, but then when we get the ball we start having to go at the opposition, and second half we did only one of those 2 aspects of the game. We worked hard when the opposition had the ball, but then forgot to do our own bit when we had it, and consequently ended up taking a lot of pressure and ultimately losing goals.
3 days later, it's another testing away fixture, this time against a Barnsley side who've just turned over high-flying Ipswich Town.
Butler fires it downfield, but Fitzpatrick heads away. Smith's up and wins it, but Kitson picks it up, fires it wide. Robinson. Long searching ball for Archdeacon to Banks. Good running by O'Connell. Not found by Banks. Taggart fires it back in. Walsh heads away. Comes off Oakfield. And it's Rammell on the edge of the box. Good shot, goal to Barnsley! Andy Rammell! Only 2 minutes on the clock. And Andy Rammell from the edge of the box turned and fired in his first goal since I think the end of March. So only 2 minutes on the clock. And Barnsley take the lead. And we're just watching as Paul Reed comes over to the bench, but I think he's asking for a change of boot. But it's with Oakfield, and he plays it White. And a chance, and it's an equaliser! As Wright's cross came in, Barnsley were pretty static, and it's number 10, David Kelly, who stole in and smashed the ball past Lee Butler. So after 11 minutes, the score goes all square again. It's Robinson to Fleming. And Walsh gets it away, but Robinson's on it, leaves it for Rammell. Rammell, cross comes in, and Redfern, brilliant save! Redfern steered that for the near post, and Kevin Poole made a brilliant save at his near post. Chips it in, it's headed on by, and a goal! Taggart scores! Flicked in by Archdeacon, and Taggart back-headed it into the far corner. Poole, a mere spectator. Barnsley 2, Leicester City 1, and for the first time this season, Barnsley managed to find the net on more than one occasion. And they've pushed Mills in, he's getting involved a lot more, and Mills, the right fullback. And good move here, and Plattenau's away. Cross comes in, and over the bar by Kitson. In acres of space, he had to score, but he missed. And he fires it down, Walsh. And James gets a good header in there. But Butler again on the edge of his 6-yard line makes a good save. But how long can Barnsley keep Leicester out? Fitzpatrick, but Barnsley are on it. And it's Redfern. Gets a ball into Curry in space. And that's a penalty. Curry got away. James just tripped him as he was about to shoot. In fact, he didn't stop him shooting. But Barnsley win a penalty. And it will be, looks like Neil Redfern, the on loan man. The man on loan is coming forward to take it. Of course, Redfern scored a number of penalties for Oldham last season, and he's got the responsibility. And in he comes. 3-1 to Barnsley. Neil Redfern scores.
2 defeats in 4 days and 6 goals conceded have reminded City that it's by no means going to be easy to land promotion back to the top flight. A home win against Blackburn will go a long way towards restoring self-confidence.
John Rose, nicely cut out by Nicky Plattner. And a good ball too. Oh, just played behind Oldfield. And that set up Blackburn on the attack. Shot coming in, well taken by Kevin Poole. Jason Wilcox, the striker. Gibson. Ball's not away, but Moran got his head to it there. This is Kitson. Ball in. Oh, and almost, it is! Scored by Steve Walsh. Well, he had 2 attempts at this, went in for the header look. The ball comes back off the goalkeeper, on the ground, but he still stabs it in. A remarkable goal for Walsh. Skinner. This is Richardson. But breaking down again, and Leicester City putting some good moves together. David Oldfield now. Can he get round the outside and get the crossover? He does. Chance there. Oh, beautifully struck by Paul Kitson. A first-time effort with the left foot. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Leicester City. It's Leicester City 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. Superb strike. So he's sending it in. So Blackburn really having no joy at all against this Leicester defence. And this is Tommy Wright replying again for Leicester City, up against Atkins. Turns inside Atkins, gets in the cross. Oh, and a chance there, and it's scored by Colin Gordon. The signing from Birmingham City. Well, he cost absolutely nought, and he's made it 3-0 to Leicester, right on the hour. Gibson. Oh, that was a good effort there. Oh, and a fine save by Bobby Mims.
An impressive return to form is just what Brian Little needed from his team. That win puts Leicester back in 3rd place in the 2nd Division. And all in all, it's been a great start to the season.
After the traumas of last season, what is it you think that's transformed the side?
I don't really know. I think it's a bit more of a self-belief in each other as players. You know, the new management has come in and they've done very well. They've changed it around a little bit, but I think it's self-belief among the players. You know, there's everybody's rooting for each other. There's a better atmosphere at the club. I think just all round in general that, you know, the attitude and the desire to win is more than last season.
Brian Little has wasted no time instilling a new mood of confidence at Filbert Street. His home record speaks for itself. 5 matches played and 5 wins. Kevin Poole has made his presence felt with 6 clean sheets in the opening 10 matches. And City proving they've got plenty of firepower as well. Paul Kitson has led the way with some brilliant finishing. It's early days, of course, but Leicester can feel well pleased with their 3rd place after 8 league matches and a place in round 2 of the Rumbelows Cup against champions Arsenal. You can follow City's progress throughout the season on video. Watch out for Volume 2 coming soon, kicking off with that showdown against the Gunners. And by the way, if you think you know something about soccer, don't miss our great football quiz. Your chance to win a season ticket for the club of your choice. Just answer one simple question to enter the draw, and every caller has a chance to win an instant £25 cash prize. The number to ring: 0898 500 168. 0898 500 168.